pleasure to be here. My name is Mark Bunn. I'm the Senior Vice President of the SaaS Business Operations at Nokia. My role and responsibility is to drive software as a service as a new business model into our applications, and then help our primary customers, communication service providers, to adopt this new technology and business model. At Nokia, we conform to standard definitions of cloud native, like that of the Cloud Native Computing Foundation. So characteristics such as statelessness, scalability, microservices, use of public cloud resources all factor into our definition of cloud native. We also carefully measure each of our applications against a predefined set of criteria that establish cloud native maturity levels. So in the context of cloud native application that's running in a software as a service model, we'd expect the service to be unchangeable, other than by software to a significant degree. We'd expect the service to be managed in an automated way, its full life cycle, as well as its daily administration. Services would have independent life cycles from one another. There would be built-in resiliency. We'd have externalized configurations, so that each service instance could use the same code base and each be configured to the unique needs of the service consumer. So hopefully this explanation helps with the definition of how we at Nokia view cloud native. The Nokia defines telecom SaaS as a service. It delivers a business outcome. Typically is bought as a subscription, but subscriptions could vary in flexibility. It's based on cloud native software, delivered with a fully digitalized business experience and a fully automated services lifecycle. And then most importantly, it's designed for carrier grade workload delivery. This part's really important. So in our definition, what distinguishes telecom SaaS from standard IT SaaS is that telecom SaaS is designed specifically to handle the rigors of managing telco workloads. We like to use an analogy here. When an IT SaaS workload fails, it's down, right? It's off the grid. But in contrast, the telecom SaaS, when that workload fails, the grid is down because indeed the telecom is the grid. It's the critical infrastructure on which mission critical communications occur. Telecom SaaS involves to a significant degree specialized capabilities required to support carrier grade availability, scalability, performance, security, reliability, all of which are designed into the Nokia SaaS services and the supporting frameworks on which all of these SaaS services are delivered. Now's a great time for adoption of SaaS, and we see it as a very important ingredient to 5G monetization. Cloud and cloud native are now mainstream technologies. They haven't necessarily resulted in easier operations management as once thought, but they're vital technologies to drive our businesses and our industries forward. And consequently, what we have seen, because the operations hasn't become necessarily simpler, is that the technology is being pushed back to the vendors to own and operate. And this is where SaaS becomes compelling value proposition, as it changes the focus of the operator from specializing in technology to driving better customer outcomes. Hardware has been disaggregating from software for some time. So as specialized hardware devices continue to disaggregate, the software itself becomes a central focus area to an ever increasing degree. And software provided as a service in a highly automated way is an important element to our realizing the full potential of 5G and what comes after 5G advanced and 6G. Frankly, 5G is and beyond is foundationally about connectedness, connecting everything, connecting people, companies, factories, devices. And so my conclusion is, if there is indeed a single killer use case that we've been looking for some time, it's the network itself. However, this network, this killer network, it must be secure, it must be AI and ML enabled, it has to be orchestrated, it has to be programmable, and most of all, it has to be available on demand. And we achieve this outcome really with software as a service. Um, my opinion is software as a service is an overlooked ingredient to enable our desired future state. It has been a much needed tool that's been missing from our toolkits. It can provide the business and technical agility that we need to support current needs, such as high availability as well as disaster recovery, and future ones that are still to be developed and implemented in the consumer, enterprise, and industrial metaverses. So my main point is that SaaS, software as a service, is an acceleration engine for us to realize as an industry the full potential of 5G and beyond. The AWS and Nokia partnership is absolutely essential to Nokia's success in software as a service. Um, we leverage AWS primarily for cloud infrastructure as a service as well as platform as a service, on which we provide our global SaaS services. So the fact that AWS is such a global presence is key to our long-term success. AWS has been an important partner for us in this journey as we've initiated it and gotten it to the stage where we are today. We intend to continue to use customer dedicated instances of the public cloud in order to deliver secure SaaS services. And today we have several of our initial services and customers that are operational on AWS. So absolutely vital to our success, and the partnership is has been very strong.